Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for this week's snapshot. Today, we will be talking about the pre-release status in the AP module. In today's agenda, we will be going over what is the pre-release status. We'll be discussing in the entry of bills in bills and adjustments in the pre-release status there. Also, in a couple other areas where the pre-release status is also used. And finally, how to find these pre-released entries. What is the pre-release status? You're all aware of the release status. You use it every day in all the modules in almost every activity that you use. But what exactly is a pre-release? The pre-release status is a great way for people that need to pay someone, but they aren't sure exactly what way to classify that particular bill. This way, they can pre-release that invoice and later they can be reclassified to the appropriate accounts and then they can be released. The entry of bills in the bills and adjustment and the pre-release status. In Acumatica, to get to bills and adjustments, we go to the Payables module, Transactions, and Bills and Adjustments. Click the plus on Bills and Adjustments, and you get to the screen, and we create a new bill. You choose your new vendor, and I'm going to go ahead and choose Business Software. All the information populates, all their standard information, terms, due dates, any discount dates, and we need to put in a vendor reference. I'll put in 0130, 2015, and that'll work. And your information down at the bottom, $150. And it does pre-populate with standard account, but we do know that there's going to be a different account number in there. And we go ahead and up here, you'll see there's a pre-release and your standard release. So we go ahead and take this off hold, standard balanced status. And here we go ahead and click, you see it's available now to click pre-release. Once you see it's completed, you get your green check mark that shows the operation is completed. And now, instead of it being typically released, as in everything else that we do every day, the status shows that it is pre-released. Now everybody's going to ask, well, how are we supposed to find any pre-released documents that we are able to save as pre-released? Finding pre-released entries. Before I show you that there are a couple ways to find some of these entries, we did go over that there are bill entries that you can go in and use the pre-release status. You can also use that in QuickPay as well. It is available in that entry screen. Now we can go into account details and pull up and find some of these pre-release status entries. I'm going to go ahead and bring up January 2015, and the account that we had in there. I think there's an entry right now in petty cash. And there's an entry right here. So you can use account details to pull up and see some pre-release entries. And you can also go in and use generic inquiry to be able to see some of these as well. And I went in and created ahead of time a generic inquiry, and I called it pre-release. And we can get into that. I think there's another snapshot that shows how to create a generic inquiry as well. And what you do is once you get your information created in here to get your pre-release information, you can view your inquiry, and that will pull up all of your pre-released status bills that you've entered into the system. So there's a couple ways that you can get into there, and whoever's involved with getting all of the pre-release documents pulled up so that they can see what needs to be actually looked at and reclassified into the correct accounts. They can get all their information here, and we can go into another snapshot for reclassifying these and getting them set to a standard released status.
To get alerts on the latest snapshots on this channel, hit the subscribe button. Our complete library of snapshots are also available to view on our website at www.snaphsot.com. To get the latest news, alerts, or if you're interested in hearing from others in the Acumatica end user community, we invite you to join our Acumatica LinkedIn user group. If you have any questions or comments, you can contact us at ERP@snaphsot.com or call the number on the screen. We welcome all feedback. Thanks for watching.